Far beneath Antarctica's frozen surface, where ice stretches endlessly and temperatures drop below anything survivable, something is stirring. It's silent, it's slow, but it's building pressure, and scientists believe it could one day change the shape of our planet. This is the story of the hidden volcano beneath Antarctica. A sleeping giant that could rewrite coastlines, melt glaciers, and push sea levels to terrifying new heights. Welcome to Strange and Curious Planet, where we explore the unseen forces shaping our world. And this time, we're heading to the coldest, most mysterious continent on Earth. It started with something small, a strange reading on heat sensors buried deep in the West Antarctic ice sheet. Researchers were monitoring ice flow patterns when they noticed something impossible: a patch of ice melting from below. At first, they thought it was an equipment error. But as data from satellites, radar scans, and seismic sensors came in, the truth became undeniable. There was heat coming from inside the Earth, concentrated in one specific region. The source? A magma plume. Molten rock slowly rising from deep within the mantle, trapped beneath kilometers of solid ice. And according to geologists, this wasn't an old extinct volcano. It was alive. The area in question lies within the West Antarctic Rift System, one of the least explored volcanic zones on Earth. Hidden under miles of ice, it stretches for over 3,000 kilometers, a massive tear in the Earth's crust that's been active for millions of years. Dozens of volcanoes are known to exist here, but most have never erupted in recorded history. The ice above them acts like a lid, masking any visible signs of volcanic activity. Yet radar imaging has revealed cone-shaped structures, lava domes, and ash layers frozen into the ice. Some of these features are so recent that scientists suspect eruptions have occurred within the last few thousand years, maybe even within human history. That's barely a blink in geological time. In 2018, researchers at the University of Washington detected unusual seismic activity beneath Marie Byrd Land, one of Antarctica's most remote regions. The data showed tremors identical to those produced by magma movement, the slow pulse of molten rock forcing its way upward. Further thermal readings revealed a concentrated heat flow of up to 180 milliwatts per square metre, nearly triple the normal geothermal output for most of the continent. That might not sound like much, but under several kilometres of compressed ice, it's enough to melt the base of glaciers, create hidden lakes, and lubricate entire ice sheets from below. This, scientists say, could explain why parts of Antarctica's ice are sliding faster toward the ocean than ever before. Unlike a surface volcano, a subglacial eruption wouldn't explode into the sky with ash and fire. It would happen quietly beneath the ice, releasing immense heat and gases that could destabilize the entire ice sheet. When ice melts at the base, it creates cavities filled with water. These pockets can grow rapidly, acting like pressure bombs. If one collapses or bursts outward, it could cause sections of the glacier to suddenly surge into the sea. One such event could raise global sea levels by several meters, enough to flood major coastal cities around the world. And here's the frightening part. Scientists believe this process may already be underway. Antarctica's volcanoes don't just threaten the ice above them, they could also accelerate climate change in ways we're only beginning to understand. When a volcano melts ice, it releases fresh water into the ocean. This dilutes salinity and can disrupt major ocean currents, such as the thermohaline circulation, the great conveyor belt that regulates Earth's climate. At the same time, melting ice reduces the planet's reflectivity, or albedo, meaning more sunlight is absorbed instead of reflected. The result? Faster warming, faster melting, and more volcanic exposure, a dangerous feedback loop that could spiral out of control. The more the ice retreats, the less pressure holds down the volcanoes beneath, and with less pressure, magma rises more easily. In short, the melting could awaken the volcanoes, and the volcanoes could speed up the melting. Evidence suggests this isn't the first time Antarctica has experienced volcanic upheaval. Geological cores drilled from the seabed near the continent reveal thick layers of volcanic ash dating back hundreds of thousands of years. Some scientists believe a massive eruption beneath the ice during a previous warm period may have triggered widespread melting and sea level rise, events eerily similar to what we're seeing today. If history repeats itself, the results could be, well, catastrophic for coastal civilization. Among the many volcanoes mapped under Antarctica, one stands out, a massive dome-like formation near Marie Byrd Land, roughly the size of Yellowstone. While it hasn't erupted in human memory, seismic patterns suggest it could be part of a supervolcanic system. If that's true, and if it were ever to awaken fully, it could release enough ash and heat to alter global temperatures and rewrite coastlines within years. But for now, it remains sealed under more than a kilometre of ice, silent, building, waiting. To monitor this hidden danger, scientists have installed ice-penetrating radar satellite sensors and seismic arrays across Antarctica. Yet even with all our technology, studying the continent's interior remains one of the hardest challenges in modern science. The region is vast, remote, and, honestly, deadly cold. Equipment freezes, batteries fail. Every reading is a battle against the elements. Still, each new piece of data brings us closer to understanding the mysterious fire beneath the ice, and, well, what it might mean for our planet's future. For now, Antarctica looks silent and eternal, but deep below, the planet's molten heart is moving. Whether the next eruption happens in 100 years or 1,000, one thing is certain. The Antarctic volcanoes are not extinct. They're only sleeping. And when they awaken, their impact will be global. The ice will melt. The seas will rise. And the maps we know today could become, unrecognizable. So, next time you look at a world map, just remember, it's not as permanent as it seems. Beneath the frozen edge of the Earth, a volcano is breathing.